What's going on, guys? Jen here. Kitchen Nightmares throwbacks. Anyway, background noise. It is Thursday. Got my Riders Ranch t-shirt. Oh yeah. My son says I dress like a truck driver. I'm like, kid, one day when you get married and your chick's gonna have hot flashes or be a thyroid patient where we're hot, cold, hot. So anyway, so a lot of stuff's happened. It's been a sad week for reptiles, I'll tell you that. Let me mute this TV here. Where's the mute button? Oh, that bitch crazy. Okay. Anyway, so our turtle Gamma passed away, which sucks. We got her in 2020, and she's kind of the queen of my reptile collection. She's the first one that kind of got us back into, at least me, because I've had reptiles when I was a teenager. I had my green iguana, and to be in your 20s and not having money or any of that stuff, I just gotta put it off. Had my son. I was like, well, he used to always ask for turtles. And I was like, nah, let's wait till he's old enough to help out with them and stuff. And here we go. And that was Gamma. So I know we were out of town for Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, I know. So we came back. I'm like, oh, wow, she likes to hang around the filter, which my other turtles, they would just chill in front of the dang filter. I don't know if it feels good on their shell. It's kind of normal. Then I see, yeah, I saw she was kind of, I was like, Aiden, does she look like she's a little off, something off? He didn't think so. And then the next day, he's like, I think you're right, Mommy. And I was like, yeah, she looks a little lethargic. And then she was swimming. She's kind of swimming, they swim at an angle a little bit. That's a sign of gas. It could be an infection, a respiratory infection. So I was gonna take her to the vet. We noticed on the evening, I was gonna take her to the vet that morning. Woke up, she was gone. So that sucks. And it kind of stirs up a lot of emotions. I'm just like, I'm thinking, because I have our other turtles here in the little turtle pond. That was great when they're like little. I only have 4 turtles in there right now, and Godzilla's starting to live up to her name. I think she may have killed Keith, one of our other sliders. And then we had an incident with another one, Bowser. I mean, this is like within last year. So they've always gotten along fine. But sometimes you can co-have them, sometimes you can't. Don't come after me. I'm just being transparent. It was a reptile fail. I'm thinking about I'm usually against it. It's the last resort. I'm thinking about rehoming all of my aquatic turtles. Because it's really depressing when I go in my kitchen. That's where Gamma was. It's right by my Keurig, little coffee station. I would always talk to her, what's up, make my coffee, and I keep the filter running because that water will get stagnant, so I'm keeping it running right now. I was thinking, well, maybe I can separate them, put one in there. I don't know, because I'm gonna put the stuff in for the bacteria, which is good for the water. We already did a water change and everything. Aiden and I did. But I don't know. I might just rehome them and just stick with lizards and snakes. I just think, well, give me some room, and also don't come after me. I'm kind of torn if I want to rehome my dog. We have a lot of dog parks. If you live in the city and have a dog, these are the apartments you want to live at. They have like this huge dog park up front, one here, one on the side, this massive one on this side that you get a key to. So it's kind of your call, but I'm like, which kind of brings me to my next topic. So I have the flexibility right now. When I got Richie, it was easier because I had a work from home job. I do school, and his dog's extremely needy, and he'll just start barking. I can't hear. I was taking a practice test to study, and it was like, that was a no-go for one of my classes. I don't know if I'm cut out for dogs. I don't know. My son's like, well, he wants to charge a fee. I'm like, no, I just want to find a good home. Or even someone I know. I have a couple friends that might want dogs. And he's awesome. He's a good dog. He needs to get fixed. But I kind of heard at this age, the kind of that's how he is. He might mark here and there. So getting him fixed might help with that, unless you're really good at training dogs. So it's just like, if I have a call come in, Richie thinks there's somebody in the house, will be barking. It's just I don't like being controlled. This is where I'm not, reptiles are pretty independent. Right, Nikki? She's looking at me like, ugh. Anyway, yeah, they're pretty solo, and they're not, they're like cats. You just kind of give them the food. They determine if they want the attention, but my dog could be He's so cute. Yeah, it's really hard. I go back and forth. So I don't know, guys. I'm just like, that's why I don't understand how these people, I think it's funny, the cute memes, but some people do get in over their head with the reptile thing. I didn't. It's just, you know what? I need to find some job security, which is my next topic in the video. So right now I'm just more of a contract paralegal. I can't be kept on full time to kind of cut my hours before Christmas. And that's not, a small firm. You gotta get some more, you get paid when the cases settle. And they have other cases, not just personal injury. And I'm on great terms with them. I applied at the relative's firm because he has an established firm for like decades. He's, that can actually have a full staff, and keep them on a payroll type thing. So I'm kind of looking for another job in that sense. I'm just glad my car will be paid off here pretty soon. I think I have 2 more payments or 3. Can't remember. He did give me my full pay, but a great turn. He'll be a reference for me. And once they have more money coming in, I'm at the top of the list for them to call. So I'm like, you better call me. I wish I was still working there. So I'm really sad, but at least it's a positive thing, not like a negative situation. Because if you've watched my channel, I'm pretty open about my bad experiences and being bullied and at jobs and stuff. It happens. So it's just, how about that 2016 or 2016, 2016? Okay, that's when I graduated college anyway. For Brain, I was filling out some resumes, updating stuff. So we'll see. It's hot outside today. It's almost 80 and very humid. Did I see a wasp? Like, dang it, will the bugs die? We just get one freeze and then be cool. Like, give me a couple weeks here. Anyway, all over the place. I know you can hear the plane. Everyone's landing today, like at the same time. Yeah. Southwest lunch rush is coming in. So anywho, when I applied there, they have a legal department, so we'll see. I'm trying to focus on school, doing good, and some long-term goals. And if I can just get hired somewhere, like I'm about to go do some deliveries. Like I hustle. I got my hair appointment. I'm doing someone's hair next week. That's one person. He comes every 2 weeks. So right now I'm just kind of like more of a self-employed at the moment. So I'll get back on the grind. So it's more disappointing, but I'm just, I always wonder, like yesterday, I'm just, I didn't have a good day yesterday. I'm just thinking like, gosh, I'm not good at anything. What's going on with me? Why don't I have bad luck? But it's just, whatever. I'll just do better. That's how things are. I'll get somewhere. At least it's on good terms with this job. And I don't suck at what I do. I just need to find some place to just, it's hard to get real good at, especially in personal injury. I don't really know many paralegals who've been at the same PI firm, for 20 years. You're just not seeing that. So I'm trying to fix my hair. I go in the gym at like 3. There's no one in the apartment gym at 3. So I'm keeping up my fitness goals. I'm eating good. I'm not eating after 6 o'clock. So I might have something really light for breakfast if I do, or typically I stay between 12 and 6 with my eating. So I'm gonna lose this gut, because everything on me is great. It's the fucking, pardon my language, the effing lower stomach. Even before I ate him, I used to have like a 4-pack and then be like pasta and bread. It just sits there. I'm like, dang it, damn your genetics. So I'm buckling down. I don't look like I weigh as much as I do, but I gotta shed, I'm going for 20 pounds, So I'm gonna get 215. Even with 200 pounds on my frame, I look pretty good. So I want to get to like 185. So I have all stuff going on this year, but I'm just like, I'm just going with the flow this year. I'm not gonna obsess and stress. I'm just gonna hustle. I'll get somewhere where I belong, or things will change. I just really like my coworker. She's cool, and the attorneys I was working for. He had like the owner, I guess the main attorney, him, the owner, his associate attorney, and this chick Alexis. If you're watching, she's awesome. I was like, I got so used to everyone. It was like a family. It's a good vibe there. It's not, like I said, this is not some bad term firing. It's just things happen. Like I said, this is how it is. Expensive to have the overhead. It's just how it is. I kind of knew that. That's why I usually don't apply or work at smaller firms. I'm always worried, like, oh, they're new. Maybe I don't know how they have money in yet. Until some cases settle. So I know that's how you get paid. But some stuff, we have quite a few real big cases. They're putting up quite a fight. So I'm thinking it's probably gonna be a while. So, but things will be good one day. So. Yeah, it just sucks. I find the place that I like. I'm not being treated bad. I'm learning, because you're always learning, okay? The law changes every day. So you're always learning stuff and different strategies, but that's just how it goes. I just feel like I feel cursed. Like, is this a good field for me? But guys, I do hair. I feel like I'm standing all day. with my back. I like to do that because I'm active, but just standing. Let me tell you, your feet. I could only probably do 2 clients a day doing hair, unless it's haircuts. But color and stuff, you know, it just hurts your back. So I gotta get back out there. I don't know. I couldn't be a nurse. I hate hospitals. It's not my thing. Those shifts, the mean girls. Like, well, I'm already a cosmetologist and being a paralegal. I just can't handle any more psychological madness at this point. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what my calling is. Like, the things I'm good at, you know, just don't pay, you know? And everyone I know that makes good money doing their hobbies, I mean, there's always, they're not doing it 100% alone. They got some hookup. Let's just be real. People need to be transparent here. Like, the stylists I know, they're successful. Either they have a husband that pays, yes, the breadwinner, or they have a support. They're not paying for a child in their house all by themselves with zero help from family. Just be real. And I mean, they have like a support system. Seriously, I know like 5 successful stylists. I mean, they have like a house and stuff just on their own. It's not common. And it's not trying to be negative. I had a friend, I told her, don't go to cosmetology school. And what do you know? She's like me. She started changing her career. And everyone's different. Just because you can handle something doesn't mean one person can or can't. But I just I keep it real with my friends. Oh man. Sorry, another friend about a job. I have this horizontal here and try to read my text. Okay, anyway. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's really hard out there, especially now. I mean, there's people, even little shit jobs aren't hiring. So there's people trying to apply. I mean, was it like McDonald's didn't call her back? You're overqualified. They just know at your age alone, you're not, just too much work experience, you know. And as soon as you get hired, how are you going to job interviews and you're stuck in one of those dumpy jobs? And they're not dumpy jobs. I think they're more teenager, unless you're in management, you know. It's just really hard. I mean, my friend, he's making some money in management at McDonald's, okay? I was like, hell yeah. It's like, I would get so fat after work there, though. But, yeah, it's hard, guys. I'm just trying to make it. I'm trying to find a place I can fit in where I can be successful. You know, I just want to take care of my son, my family, you know, my son. I just want to take care of us and do great things, just enjoy my hobby, I have like 5 t-shirts, okay? I give my son everything. I might buy myself something, okay? So I need to get him things, and we like to have fun. And I spend a lot of money in entertainment expenses, I ain't gonna lie. That's important. I mean, when his times, we had like a lazy weekend. Last weekend it was great. But he's cool. I told my son, hey man, we're gonna be eating at home more, not just gonna try to lose weight, but I'm not trying to sit here ordering out all the time. Like, that's expensive, and you know, we're kind of pretty good about that. We're not as bad, but you know, because traveling for the trip, I didn't want to buy a bunch of groceries because it's gonna go bad. So I did kind of order delivery a little more than I wanted to just before I traveled. You know, if I would have known I was gonna let go, I was like, man, more like a temporary layoff. I would have like stayed up in Kansas visiting a little longer, you know. So I tag. But it's just kind of, that's how it be sometimes. I can't wait to get in the gym here later. But yeah, I had all my makeup and everything done. So I'm like, well, let me just utilize this face while I go do some deliveries, maybe get some tips. Yeah, see, need the chin implant. Actually, I don't. It just looks like that. You know, my face is always red. I got makeup on right now. See my ADHD? I'm all over. I could be like that because this is my channel. I do what the hell I want. But you know, the office, you know, I can control it a little better. So I've got people skills, and I have my normal clothes too. I don't be looking like this at work, you know. I don't know, just be kind to people. Everyone's going through some crap, you know. I mean, like I said, I know a lot of people, they're everywhere trying to find work. It's just crazy. It's all different fields of work. And I just think people are freaked out, and people just, not my job, but other people, it's crazy the stories I hear. These jobs just don't want to pay. I'm like, if you're taking these lavish vacations and driving all these Mercedes, and yeah, those are usually, but your employees can't afford a 1-bedroom apartment. I used to work at a place like that. I'm just like, don't rub that crap in people's faces. And then, you know, I mean, everyone should be able to afford a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. I mean, a job should be able to pay that much. And thank God, I got paid in full today, so I was able to pay my expensive electric bill and my internet, because I'm gonna need all that when I'm looking for work and doing school, you know, I pay that. And damn, it was like $400. Yeah, my bill was like $299. For the wintertime, my electric bill is insane. So, and you see all this light here. This whole side of the apartment is like all window. So it's like, The kitchen is sliding window. It's like a picture window here, then my son's room. So it gets pretty drafty. I need to get the stuff. I used to put a blanket up against to keep the draft out. And these are built in like 96 or 98, these apartments. So, they're not like decrepit, but there's some draft. They got to step up some, they got to make some repairs for that. Because, I've asked them, I'm like, why are my electric bills so expensive? Because these are just little light bulbs, and they're on timers, and I don't have a crap load of reptiles, you know what I mean? So I'm not like overdoing it. And sadly, I got cameras, one set of lights off, So we'll see what's up. I'm thinking I might just find a home for the turtles at least and start there. I'll talk to Aiden, see what he thinks. Especially JD is snapping turtle. That's the nicest turtle. And we got him. Someone found it in Louisiana on the way back to Dallas, and they took it to the DFW Reptarium, and that's where we purchased him, like $100 or something. Or was it 60? It was cheap, because it's not like they bred it, and normally they wouldn't. But he's a common. He's legal in the state of Texas. So anyway, that's where we got him from, and he's just gonna get giant. They grow slow, but they get huge. So I'm like, Aiden, So I know a perfect place to take him, but I'd rather find someone I know. I got friends who have a couple of reptiles and see if they might want them, And I'll be like, separate the sliders, okay? Godzilla's a killer. I've had Godzilla and Reptar since they're like this big. So it's like, I'm so attached to them. They're funny. We all went to the beach together. Same with Gamma. I took those 3 turtles with me to the beach. I brought little portable little tanks for them and my babies. But yeah, I had just gotten them, But it's crazy where the time goes. That's like 2020, so it's like we're 2026. Can you believe this COVID crap's been like 6 years ago? Like, what the hell? It just ruined the whole world, the way that was. I don't even get into that. But I think it's a big reason even now while it's hard to get jobs. That people, look, you can still blame it. Not just because I was a COVID layoff, but people are scared, People are kind of scared to pay up, and everyone's afraid everything's going to shut down. I had a job like 2 years ago where one person had COVID. We had 2 separate floors. They had us all work remote from home in a week. Like, what about herd immunity? Like, really? I was fine with the working home, but I'm telling you, I get intrusive thoughts if I'm home too long. So you get out of the house. I like hybrid. That's what I like about this job. I'd come home like at 2:30. Oh boy. But that's all I got for updates, guys. I figure I actually look awake today, so I'd make a video where I have makeup on instead of looking like with my nighttime driving videos. So like and subscribe. Thank you to my new subscribers. Since I have the availability, I'm gonna volunteer here again at the zoo. I'm flexible right now. So, and it's nice out. I'm gonna get outside and try to make some money. So stay positive, guys. I'm not even I'm just not that dead inside. I'm not really phased that it's like, whatever, I'm so used to like things not working out. So you just kind of feel immune to it. Oh, and the Dead Reptiles Week, yeah. So send some thoughts to Tom Crutchfield and Camp Cannon. You guys saw what happened to Bill and these. I know it gets cold at night right now, so it's like I feel so horrible. I cried watching that video. Kenan. They don't watch my channel, but follow them on the social media and don't beat yourself up. I would feel horrible too. You feel like it's your fault. Monitors are so insanely smart. Even like Tegus are the cousin of monitors. I had to change Aiden's room, his setup there for Beavis 4 times. One time recently he kind of got out, but that way I just closed the bedroom door, so at least he has the whole room. I don't want him coming in here knocking down anything, but it's they're smart. And it could just be an accident, anything can happen. Don't beat yourself up. And it sucks. We had a good life. And then the croc martyr in Dallas, I think he was 21 years old. He passed away. So I'm sad about that, because I go volunteer there. Usually on Sundays, I'm like, no, he's just kicking it. He's funny. He's so active and great shape. I guess after Thanksgiving, he was under the weather. He just got sick. He just didn't pull through, and they're older. And it's how those are reptiles. By the time they start noticing they're being a little off, it's almost too late. Your dog, a cat, mammals show it earlier. So don't beat yourself up. Sometimes they just don't make it. There's a lot of people being cruel in these comments about people with their animals. I'm just like, look, I have a human child. Animals, it hurts. It's devastating when they die, and they're like family. But to go attack people, at the end of the day, and this is where people are going to disagree with me, maybe it's I'm definitely not a country girl, okay, but I have friends who actually pretty much have like several acres. They live in the country, and it sucks when your dog dies, or if you have to give up something. It's like they're just not just an animal per se, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to. I'm not gonna be homeless in the streets because I want to keep something. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just how it is. It doesn't mean you hate animals or you're a bad person, you know. And right now, the turtles, they're low maintenance. You know, they're cool, but I just my back, I can't handle all this. The water changes are brutal because my sink's down here and the level's up, and they're just below level, so I can only pour water in with one of those siphons. It won't clean up, or the vacuum. I bought one to try to clean up. I gotta do the old school way. I have 2 Home Depot buckets, and you know, which is why I stay in shape, you know, so I can do that. But I'm like, eventually you get a little overwhelmed. That's why I'm like, I never went ahead. I never went to, for me, like in the reptile community, I don't have that many reptiles compared to these other people. They have like, they get in over their head, too many. And you know, lately the way things have been the last few years is like, I've held on, and that's how it is. I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep my green iguana, Nikki, Beavis, and the snakes. And the little tiny little leopard gecko, he's chill. He's doing good. But yeah, it's kind of my thing. I'm more of lizards, snakes. I love turtles. Crazy about turtles, but aquatic turtles, I don't know. I like my tortoises. They're cool. You know, just I don't think I do aquatic animals. It's just a lot of work. And I've always, you know, at the time, I mean, we're kind of at 6 years, no issues. Now I'm just like, you know what, it's just getting a little bit much. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But you know, guys, don't beat yourself up. All these little hippies try to make you feel bad because they choose, you know, keeping a roof over your head and making, you know, you gotta be able to afford to live. And I see homeless people with dogs. That's like they just freshly got, you know, they weren't just freshly evicted. They've been for months. Like that dog, and especially when it's cold, and that stuff's different. Like, you know, you have no business having a dog if you're like that. I mean, come on. So let's compare the situations here, not pass judgment on me. I mean, I'll do what I got to do. I think I might be okay. Like right now, I can keep my dog. You know, I'm home more until I start back full time somewhere. So we'll see what happens. You know, I just love this Bulbasaur. Okay. All right, guys. Like and subscribe. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll be posting more stuff because I have time. All right.